In November 1898, when this building with the golden dome was completed, its appearance immediately drew attention. With its shocking and exotic form, the dome was mocked as a golden cabbage or a centerpiece on a dining table. This is the Secession Building, located in Vienna, Austria. It is considered the first modern art gallery designed as a temple of art, developed by and for the Secessionist artist group. Founded in 1897 in opposition to conservative Austrian institutions. The first president of the group was Gustav Klimt, whose famous Beethoven Frieze is permanently exhibited in the basement of this building and remain one of its key attractions. The architect who brought this aesthetical scandal to Vienna was Joseph Maria Ulrich, who had worked as a designer in the studio of Otto Wagner, one of the leading figures of Austrian Art Nouveau. In March 1898, the first proposal was submitted and rejected by the city council. The initially proposed site was located near Vienna's Grand Circular Boulevard, surrounded by monumental classical architecture. The initial proposal shows many similar aspects compared to Otto Wagner's Karlsplatz Pavilion, which Ulrich also worked on. Ulbricht's design was considered too radical and irrelevant for this context, and even the neighboring Ministry of War formally requested compensation, arguing that the proposal would devalue the surrounding property. Later in the same year, on November 1898, a revised proposal was submitted for a new site facing Karlsplatz, located a few blocks away from the original site. In this second scheme, many decorative references associated with Wagner were reduced, and the building began to search for architectural clarity as modernism emerged. Natural inspirations such as floral ornament and sinuous curves were combined with rational geometric lines in an effort to establish a modern aesthetic and reject classical motifs. Ulrich also introduced details derived from textile crafts such as drapery, pleats, buckles, and rods, bringing an atmosphere of theatricality to the building. This approach was evident in the early exhibition designs, as the interior was almost entirely covered in fabric. One particularly fascinating detail is the snake motif above the main entrance portal, which threads across the facade and visually connects the roof and wall surfaces. As seen in this photograph, the building itself was primarily constructed of brick, with plaster applied later to conceal the structural mass and to provide a surface for these symbolic ornamental decorations, many of which were produced by artists and associated with the Secession group. The laurel leaf motifs decorating the main entrance became the key feature of the building. Supported by 4 pillars, the composition references the baldachin, a ceremonial architectural structure traditionally found in the center of cathedral. In Greek mythology, the laurel leaf is a symbol of victory, honor, and the rise of the new era. Here, we interpret it to celebrate the spirit of modern art. The shape of the dome also creates an architectural dialogue with the nearby Cathedral of St. Charles, a Baroque building located across the plaza. All of these align with the Secession group's pursuit of total work of art, integrating architecture, design, and fine art. The building permit was issued on April 1898, and only 7 months later, in November 1898, the building opened for its second exhibition. This remarkably fast construction process was made possible by secured financial support and the fact that both the architect and participating artist waived their fees, reflecting the group's passion and sense of urgency to establish this institution. The laurel leaf dome itself is composed of 2,300 handmade leaves painted sunny yellow and 342 berries gilded with gold leaf, using approximately 18,000 sheets of 23-karat gold. These elements were assembled in 217 different configurations to form branching patterns that covered the spherical structure. The interior surface of the dome was painted light green, a color closely associated with Austrian Art Nouveau of 1890s and also influenced by Klimt. The dome is not occupiable and is not part of the interior program. It functions purely as a symbolic element positioned like a halo above the building's entrance, and serving as a powerful statement. In contrast to the symbolic exterior, the interior space is highly rational and proportionally clear, with abundant daylighting entering through the glass roof. The column-free exhibition hall allows dramatic layout changes as needed based on the theme of each exhibition. It almost looked like a functional industrial warehouse attached behind. Some consider this one of the earliest examples of the modern white cube gallery typology, that is now common in contemporary art museums and galleries. Today, the Secession continues to operate as one of the Vienna's key cultural institutions, inviting contemporary artists from around the world and functioning as a temple of art, just as the group originally intended. Its guiding motto, inscribed above the entrance, reads, "To each age its art, to each art its freedom."